Spider's sister, the haunted creeper. And we're going to see a cool tiles monster here on
I think he's playing a zoo. Is it I can't remember what it's called.
Face Hunter? No? It's not. It's a mid-range
yeah.
hunter.
I think I have a very similar deck.
Huh.
I have all the cards played so far apart from Ragnaros.
I'm surprised by the Ragnaros.
Yeah, both of them have them actually.
That croc mounting confirmed?
Sure.
I'm a little bit confused by that, but we do now see a pretty okay play, I suppose. Well, actually, I'd probably rather do it next turn. He could have played the 2-2 into the Spider and then Whirlwind, but I think he would prefer to have the Acolyte on board, because, I mean, it's going to take out the 2-1 of his own. Might look to take out the 1-1 here. No? Oh, he's going to make the Whirlwind play. Okay.
Yep.
I think that's a good play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, I'd seen the coin, but I just didn't really register it.
Deathbite.
And a Kodo coming out there for Maynard.
That could prove useful.
That could prove quite useful in the earlier stages. This is quite easily a Deathbite turn, and just to reinforce that fact, the game's like, have another one. I know that the game's trying to tell me something when it gives me exactly the same card again the next turn.
That,
like,
for me, animated that it was hitting Misha, but it hit his face. I was like, what?
Oh, right, I can see that.
No, it didn't. He hit Misha.
No. Misha? No, that was the Ironfur Grizzly.
That's what I meant.
We see the Kodo taking out the chances there of any more than just the one draw off of the Acolyte. Pretty good use of the Kodo. And we do now see the power plays coming into effect here for Maynard and his Hunter. Turn 6, he gets to play that beautiful high main. Much prefer it in gold because of the mane flowing like a flock of hair. Well, it is a flock of hair. But, yeah.
Oh, Maynard is in the stream.
Oh! Oh, that was an O, not an O! 19
10. I favour Teuben for this one. It's a tough one, but I think the longevity, just everything else. I think you got to have the warrior winning.
Yeah. The warrior should.
It's gonna knife juggler into mad scientist. Excuse me. And freezing trap. Nice. I'm interested why you didn't trade there. Am I missing something? He's given extra armor, but
you couldn't have traded to take out the 1-4.
No, wouldn't have died, but he'd have put it on 2 health for next turn.
No, it's not a feasibly good play, I don't think, personally.
What now?
Well, anyway.
Now we could see a Dr. Boom played,
I think,
and then the weapon being used. It gives him a few more armor, and it also means that the Boombots are going to run riots.
I think he wants the scientist to take damage. If it took killed the scientist then, and it was it procced the snake trap, that knife juggler would have had a whale of a time.
There's this for science.
There's the snake trap.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna get returned back to his hand. Sorry. And just boom, sat there on his lonely little self.
He is indeed. Another Savannah High Main coming out now, and
He's just Ragnaros. If in doubt.
Ragnaros.
Yep. Wouldn't be surprised to see knife juggler to face. There it is. Hope Ragnaros takes out boom. Doesn't, hits the face. Now that shield slam is useless at this point. However, it'd be 3 more damage from the snakes if boom was to attack anything.
I don't think. Well, he can pretty much assumed.
Armor up, shield slam, Ragnaros and trade. Oh no, he's just gonna destroy it. Bye.
But that does leave him open if he does try and trade here. Oh, he's going to use
No,
the other
he's gonna
execute as
execute
well.
as well.
Very good play there from Teuben. Knowing exactly what this is going to be from his opponent and just working his way around it. He's going to go down to 18 health now. Teuben on 18, including his armor.
He's got high main in hand.
High main, and he could use the kill command here to take out the 7-5, which
Yep.
he does
That's a
do.
good top deck. And
Very, very
glorious
good.
looking card.
And I mean, let's look at Maynard's hand there. That quick shot could be the draw that that hunter needs. Brand new card from Blackrock Mountain, as we know.
Mhm. Both effectively on 18 health each, but Ragnaros is just. Oh, he's not gonna have any of it.
Do like the Ragnaros play there. And it does hit face. And there's
more of
one
them.
way.
And that's game.
So he can quick shot and trade the 6-5 in here.
He's not
he
going
just-
to though.
Hmm.
He's just gonna put 9 damage on face.
Well, there is no way of the Ragnaros dealing lethal damage this turn, unless unless Teuben had a silence. Now, 5 damage is definitely going to be able to hit Teuben's face next turn.
I think the idea of Maynard's last turn, I was wondering why he played the Unleashed Hounds. It was just to give Ragnaros that extra chance of not hitting face.
That and also the quick shot now will almost definitely have the possibility of drawing a card. But yeah, I do believe that was the counter Ragnaros.
But to be honest, depending on what happens, it should be finished.
There is going to be 16 damage heading the way of Teuben this turn. Next turn, should I say?
As it stands,
And unless
yeah.
unless Ragnaros. Well,
He
I
needs
mean,
to play
if he
something to put 2 damage to face.
I mean, yeah, I think that's the better play there. And especially taking that out as well. He has to trade the 6-5 and then probably even quick shot the 3-5. I mean, if this here is a kill
Ooh.
command, it's lethal. Top deck, Haunted Creeper. So, he's going to trade this. Okay, so he's going to have a 2-1, a 4-3 left. He only gets an owl from it though.
He
But
can
he
shut
can
Ragnaros.
silence it. But that's well, no, because Ragnaros was then it will then be able to hit definitely where he wants to.
Okay.
He could silence the 3-2 and he could do 1 off lethal damage.
Yep.
1 off of lethal.
But then you're leaving yourself open to hope Ragnaros doesn't hit your face.
Indeed. He's going to make the
Is he
trade
gonna
there.
take out the... Yeah, he's going to take out the chance.
Okay.
So, Ragnaros, where are you going, boy?
It's like a penalty shootout here. We're in the last minute of the game. Now we do have 7 armor possible here for Teuben, which will put him up to 14, which does prevent lethal next turn pretty much. I mean, you know, just a little extra tickle. You know, if he just tickles him a little bit too hard, then it's going to be game over. I mean, there's 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
Ragnaros hits the Haunted Creeper though, that's game.
Yep, that's a possibility. And he's
That Ragnaros hits Haunted Creeper out of all the cards. The one you wouldn't really care about.
and I mean, this could be a kill command. This could just be ended. Game.
Oh, it's game. How's your RNG? Oh, I'm
Perfect.
sorry, my friend. That is perfect.
2, 4, 6, 10, 12.
Perfect. It could have hit anything and it wouldn't have mattered. But it hit the one Haunted Creeper. The thing you think, oh, it wouldn't really matter to get 2 1s. Yeah, it does. Maynard T. We've broken it! It's not 2-1!
It isn't!
MaynardTcoX heading through there. Against
Two?
Teuben.
I believe
2-1.
to be the semi-finals.
Beautiful.
What a game.
Oh,
And
okay.
I don't want to sort of say it now because I said it before that I wasn't going to, but Teuben was slightly my pick for this tournament after I saw the results. But mouzmouz elsewhere has won 2-0 against Little Jens. Little Jens has come a long way this tournament. He 2-0'd everyone up until mouzmouz, who 0-2'd him. mouzmouz
And
is...
the other big one, FatalWombat has beaten a voter 2-1.
He has. Curse
That's
of the
my pick out.
commentator here, ladies and gentlemen. And that means that VitalSynthax and Westbrook are going to be the last two playing for a place in the semi-finals. And a chance at that $10.
Was it Euro?
That 10, insert currency here. Prize.
Right, so it's going to be FatalWombat against MaynardTcoX for a place in the final. That's interesting. I don't think we'll join that game.
Well, we are sort of a game behind.
That's what I'm going to see.
Just give me 1 second here. I will message.
I'm already on it, mate.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. But again then, guys, we saw almost exactly the same decks as we had seen earlier on in the tournament. I mean, you know, we've seen the Warriors, both control in that game, and we also saw the Grim Patron.
Right, let's jump into VitalSynthax very quickly. It's 1-1 between him and Westbrook.
Okay, then. So we will head into this. This is going to be the decider for the last place in the semi-finals, and a game going up against the one, the only, I was just trying to find his name, mouzmouz. And we see Murlocs. And it seems like it's... Oh, what kind of mage is this? I see a Kazan, but I can't see his hand at the moment. A mech mage. Interesting indeed. So we now see a fire.
I think we've joined it very late.
We have indeed, and this is a very close game here, actually. This is lethal.
That's 15.
2-5. That's 15, plus the Savage Roar is lethal. VitalSynthax, if he's surely seen it. Yeah. Savage Roar, plus 2 for every single character.
That makes it 23.
Including
Oh,
Fates.
including yourself. Yeah, that's game.
He's got to see it.
VitalSynthax, please. Unless he's trying to BM. Look at all them golden cards, can I just point out?
Indeed, it's very nice, isn't it? And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Almost
Bang.
like magic.
Bang! Bang! Bang!
And it would have been lethal next turn. Westbrook so close. So close.
What I really, really want.
And well then, it will be VitalSynthax.
Unless that was like he was preempting the 1-all. I think that's it.
I think so.
VitalSynthax is just beating Westbrook.
We'll be playing against mouzmouz, and we don't actually. Do we have mouzmouz? Please double check. We do have mouzmouz as well, so we could go into that game.
So who's playing?
mouzmouz will be against VitalSynthax, and it's FatalWombat against MaynardTcoX.
There's your last four, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. And I think we should stick to the lower half of the bracket. We've seen quite a lot of the higher half. So I think what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to stick here with VitalSynthax, and he will be playing against mouzmouz.
Indeed. Just gotta wait for it to come along. That's savage roleplay now. That's twice you've seen it.
Yeah, indeed. And
I
I mean,
it just makes me want to, after the stream,
go and play.
I'm going to play it.
You have to, of course, make the Force of Nature as well, which is 2 epics.
I might have one.
Yes, you do. You do have at least one. Anyway, enough about our decks, I think, there. But
I think it's interesting because with stuff like this, I know I've learned a lot. Obviously, I'm a new player, but I think anyone watching the tournament, you can just find out things that you didn't know before, or like see new combos that you hadn't seen before.
Yeah, indeed. And I mean, I've
certain
personally
ways to
seen
play things. It's great to be involved in a tournament like this.
Indeed. And I mean, there's no one with, you know, the biggest name in the world out there in this tournament. But at the same time, you know, we're learning stuff.
Quality here
They're learning
is
stuff.
still
Very high.
very high, yeah.
I've not seen a huge misplay today at all, really. I've seen one or two plays which I would have done better, I think.
That's
You
just
know?
a dig at basic.
No, that wasn't the basic dig. No. There was no dig at basic there. What are you talking about? But,
Yeah.
yeah. A very, very good tournament here so far on offer. And don't forget, guys, if you want to take part again next week, it will be coming out on the forums or on the website, syndical-gaming.com, very, very soon, hopefully. And I can't wait for the next one even, already.
No,
I mean, I've got work on the Monday, so it's going to be a lot more stressful, but, you know, we'll love it. This will show me out. Yes, indeed.
Be working.
Yes.
So,
proper working stream.
stuff to look forward to next week.
Indeed.
Indeed.
And
one day, though, I want to be able to go in it myself.
That would be hilarious. I mean, that would be good. Indeed. I mean, I'm saving myself for the Friday Night Cup. I will personally probably be streaming my entry into the Friday Night Cup. But we'll wait and see. I mean, I tell you what we could do. We could play, or we could see if we have to cast. We could play in the 2v2 Cup, which will probably be coming up in maybe a summer holidays one there might be, or something like that.
We can make something up. I'm sure we could have had one today on the Star Wars Cup or something like that.
Star Wars Cup?
May the 4th be with you. How are you telling me you've never heard it called Star Wars Day? Mind blown. We have the last two guys to match up now.
Yes. We are hoping that it happens soon. We don't want any more puns.
It should do.
And I believe that they should be just about lining up.
So VitalSynthax is rank 18. Now, I don't know, you can't read too much into it because obviously it's a new season.
Indeed, yeah.
But already,
This is 30.
13, yeah. So he's got a bit of an advantage there. Whether or not that shows how good they are, whatever. Well, I managed to get to rank 15 somehow, so.
Indeed.
Yeah. I don't know if we can read too much into it.
I don't think we can. I mean, you're a higher rank than I am.
Well, that's just obviously going to happen. You're bad, so.
And the crowd erupts into laughter. So, in the other match, don't forget, guys, it is MaynardTcoX against FatalWombat, and they are just about getting ready, but we're not going to be heading to those. We're going to be heading into the game between VitalSynthax and mouzmouz. I just have to keep leaning forwards, just because I'm slightly blind.
Just slightly.
And we're still just waiting.
Soon. Soon.
Oops, I just realised something.
I can't wait to get off stream now. Like, I've enjoyed it, but it's just made me want to play so badly.
I have to go to work tonight.
Oh, unfortunate.
I know.
Just means I can get to even higher rank than you.
I mean, you can fall down the ladder. Hopefully, you break something on the way down as well.
Friendship, guys. Friendship.
Don't do friendship.
So, I'm trying to work out who I fancy for the tournament. Now, we haven't seen anything of mouzmouz. We've seen VitalSynthax just then.
Yep, we saw him using a druid to finish someone off. We've seen Maynard, and we've seen
FatalWombat. But I don't know, out of the top two, who I think would take it. I think that's going to be a good game to watch.
I think that this is going to be a very close game. These are going to be very close games for the finals. And I mean, don't forget that our actual final is going to be a best of five,
yeah.
which I think is going to probably go to a 3-2. I mean, not just because of our curse, but I mean because of how...
It will definitely be because of our curse. Without a shadow of a doubt. Outside. Clean bed. Messy bed.
Indeed. So they know that they're facing against each other. I have just double checked that. So hopefully we will be...
Yep, they're going in.
They're going in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Monday Cup from Syndical-Gaming, and it's now into its semi-final stage.
Monday Conquest. It's a very impactful name. It's not just any cup.
It's not just any cup, I know. This is an M&S Cup.
SG Cup.
SG Cup! Woo! Okay.
They're preparing. They're preparing. We're nearly there.
We are.
On the final stretch.
It does seem like it's been 10 minutes, actually, since the last game, which we do apologise for, obviously, but, you know, you have to give these guys time to prepare.
For sure. If you rush it, you might make easy mistakes.
Indeed. Just like us.
Yep.
So we know that Synthax is playing a druid. We haven't seen anything from mouzmouz. So we're almost going into this as blind as the players are, which I think is actually quite cool, quite interesting.
Be interesting to see what they pull out. It wouldn't surprise me if one of them has a patron warrior.
No, that's one.
They seem very, very, very popular at the minute.
Indeed. And also, I wouldn't be...
A hunter is probably expected.
A hunter
maybe
somewhere.
Maybe a mech mage.
Yep, and probably more than likely a imp gang boss, Zulok.
Well, we've shared nearly all of the possibilities there, so.
Well, maybe a dragon paladin as well.
I've only seen one. I think no, two so far.
Seen two today, yeah. I think it's very underrepresented at the minute, and everyone's just waiting for someone to make a good deck of it. So wait and see on that.
Well, I'm dropping things on the floor, so now's a good time to go to the game.
Hey!
The warrior versus druid.
Okay, so we have just
VitalSynthax playing with his gold cards.
Oh, gorgeous cards.
Indeed.
Okay, so it's not actually VitalSynthax on the druid, so both these players have brought a druid to the table. And we're seeing VitalSynthax here with a warrior. So we know that it's quite a controlled lineup from VitalSynthax. I wouldn't be hugely surprised if he also runs a Zulok. Just to go with the two. And the druid here with a reasonable start. Nothing amazing. I think he kept hold of the Harrison Jones there. And the Harrison is also quite obviously going to be a pretty big card.
Point out the armor smith, I think, early on. Yep.
Quite possible.
Has done. And Druid of the Claw.
Not too great a start here for mouzmouz, who is sealhusband in game. So I may accidentally refer to him as that. It's possible we could see a cruel taskmaster here go down onto the armorsmith, which we do see. I mean, this is where the druid's going to start ramping quite nicely. He's probably got a turn 3 play of Shade Nax Rammus. Turn 4, he's probably going to silence with Keeper of the Grove. And then turn 5, there's probably going to be a Druid of the Claw play. That would be my guess.
Feels like he's trying to rush damage to face with the warrior here.
I mean, the warrior can be changed into a quite aggressive deck. I mean, especially against something that could be slow, such as a druid. Druids are quite reactive in general, with things like Swipe and Keeper of the Grove. They kind of want you to do something before they want to play that card. Yeah. So we'll wait and see. I mean, a decent silence there, or it could be a decent 2 damage straight down onto the 2
damage and trade the 3/3s.
I don't know if you trade 3/3s. I don't, as I say, excuse me, I don't know. Just purely because of the fact that your 3/3 is going to be a 4/3 next, 4/4 next turn. We'll wait and see. Sealhusband, sorry, mouzmouz is definitely considering it about as in-depth as we are at this point.
See, VitalSynthax is hovering over all of his cards, trying to work out what he wants to play next turn.
Indeed, he's considering every play that sealhusband or mouzmouz could be playing next turn, or this turn.
Hugh the Grave has
Silence.
shut up the Armor Smith.
Has indeed. Don't think we're going to see the 3-3 trade, indeed. No. As the rope turns down, we see...
There's another Armor Smith, hello.
Now, Fiery War Axe here, probably going to be used to trade into the 2-4, as well as the Armor Smith, and then the 2 damage to face with an Armor Up. Nothing too, you know, vulgar or garish from...
VitalSynthax.
Yeah. I was going to say mouzmouz accidentally then. But, yeah.
All the mouzmouz. Just keeping that execute. It could come in useful as soon as that shade unveils itself. He can say bye-bye.
And he is going to get rid of that weapon. He says, give me a card. A little bit like give me a quest. It's gone to face with the Shade of Max Ramus there. Interesting play, and he does actually... Oh, he's got the... Yeah, he's got a shield block into shield slamming to trade the 1-1 into execute here. A fantastic draw from mouzmouz means that he could well be on his way here quite nicely into the lead. He doesn't go for the execute play. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe he just wants to wait for something like an annoying taunt, which could well be on its way.
Here we go. Joe's the claw.
I mean, we see the life total differences
4-6 taunt. There it is.
Zombie Chow. Nah, I don't really like that play. But
trade the 1-1 into the 4-6 and execute. I think that has to be your first.
I think that has to be the port of call. Of course, the Death's Bite. Yeah, okay. Death's Bite into trade the 2-2 into the 1-1 into the 5-4 into execute is another play as well.
Yeah. Oh,
or you can just keep proving us wrong. He doesn't care about that 5 damage from that Harrison Jones. I think he's probably just waiting for something bigger to come along. A bigger fish to fry. However, that 1 damage now is possibly going to be toast. Okay. He does have Force of Nature and Savage Roar. So he's pretty much just biding his time now. And I mean, if he doesn't get rid... if VitalSynthax doesn't get rid of either of these 5 attack minions that are about to enter the board with the Ancient of the Law here, he's going to pay for it.
Oh, sure.
Mind Control Tech here, which...
cards. That's interesting to me. I'd have personally healed up.
I mean, to be honest, he doesn't hugely need it here. There's not much burst from a warrior, apart from the name's gone. Okay, a really good play there, actually. From
That's really good, yeah.
VitalSynthax. And he even gets the...
Golden Sylvanas out.
Does, however, there is the possibility here that it's just going to be a trade into a Wrath for 3 for mouzmouz. And I wouldn't be surprised here if this is just a Sludge Belcher play. Piloted Shred is a little bit more top heavy in the fact that it does favour the attack. So we'll see how this goes. There is now the combo in hand. Roll in hand now for the VitalSynthax. I think this is going to be lethal here. The 2, 4, 6 plus 8 is 14. That is lethal. That is... Yep, that is lethal. That's a good game. First game goes to mouzmouz. Force of Nature, Savage Roar. Everyone that we've seen today playing Druid has managed to get that Force of Nature, Savage Roar into their hand.
Yep, that's game. So, mouzmouz winning the first one.
Against VitalSynthax taking one step into the direction of the final of Mega Monday Conquest number 1.
You mean mouzmouz? Not VitalSynthax. I got you, bro. So we wait for them to match up again.
And so that now leaves the Warrior still up for VitalSynthax. We see another Druid. I don't think we've seen a Druid lose today.
I think you're right. I think we've seen all three of them savage roar and do win.
Yes. Maybe even 4. I don't know.
Memory's a bit off today.
Lots of games. Lots of games going on here. But we have seen a lot of savage roars. Just... Sorry, my stream just froze with your face. So, yep, this is going to be a very interesting...
So it's Rogue versus Warrior. Let's go. Execute Shield Maiden Armor Smith in hand.
And we see a rogue for once.
I've not seen a rogue yet this tournament. It's a golden one as well. From mouzmouz.
I'm very sorry. I'm struggling here to keep my composure. But we...
The Armor Smith comes out now.
Does indeed. A fairly strong hand here from the VitalSynthax warrior, which is there again. And... I'll make my bed, alright, Anna? Right, I'm going to do it right now for you, alright, Mum? I'm in the middle of a tournament. I'll make my bed right now for you, okay?
Right.
There, that's good as done. This half of the bed, at least. Jesus Christ. Worse than my mum. Interesting play from the rogue. It's going to be a SI7 agent here. So, we'll wait and see. I mean, this is going to be close here.
Love a good bit of armor them two do.
Well, just the warrior.
No, I meant the two armorsmiths.
Oh, right, I see. We do also see the rather annoying sack in the hand of the rogue. However, I wouldn't want to sap an opponent's shield maiden.
No.
But we do see a very, very rough set of draws here for mouzmouz. I mean, that fan of knives is just going to give him one more armor, his opponent. He should just probably attack to face here and weapon up again. Pretty much all he can do. And by the way, we do see another golden hero here in the road.
It's glorious.
Glorious. See the Acolyte of Pain come down. There's no real AoE. AoE? For
Age of Empires.
Syntax. Welcome. Okay, so we could see a deadly poison here, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something in the region of Lotheb. Azure Drake's a bit meh.
Meh.
Different pitch.
No, please stop.
It's like a warm-up. So, wait and see what goes ahead here. I don't know what mouzmouz is thinking, whether it's going to be this or that.
I have to expect VitalSynthax to come out on top, sorry.
Warrior is generally preferred in this matchup.
We've said this before though in the tournament, and just
Yeah, but I've seen.
as any golden one said, anything could happen.
And funnily enough, Baron Geddon coming into the hand now of VitalSynthax, and he's gonna let it burn.
Wow.
Okay, so the Violet Teacher now in the hand for mouzmouz. There is a double deadly poison that's possible here, but it would mean that... Yeah, okay, he's going to do it without the Violet Teacher. He's going to play this Violet Teacher afterwards.
Pay attention, class.
As I haven't played a rogue yet, I don't really know what the card's called. But what's the one that destroys the weapon and hurts
It's
everything?
not generally played. However, Sabotage, I believe, is the card you may be thinking of.
It destroys a weapon and deals its damage to everyone, but to all the.
Oh, sorry, Blade Flurry. Blade Flurry.
Ah, that's one. I thought it was Fan of Knives for some reason, but it's not.
No, no, no.
Oh, so he could. I think he needs to hold on to that weapon. Because if
He may be a little bit
tinkers-
worried.
he could Tinker's sharp words
So many.
Think of Sharp Sword Oil.
into Blade Floor if he's got it.
He could do. I mean, there's also really the possibility here of just trading that weapon in now and then getting the Tinker's Sharp Sword Oil later on. Just saying, I can say it. He could also possibly just create another... He's probably going to create another weapon here and then probably anti-kill bot. Okay, he's going to prove me wrong and play Lothar. Fine with me. Still a relatively good play.
Uh-huh.
Now, look at this. This is such a big hand right now for VitalSynthax, and if he can get those all out on the board at the same time, he is going to be positively laughing. And I think here that I like the Shield Maiden into the Fiery War Axe, and the Fiery War Axe take out the 3-4, and he also gets to gain a little bit more armor from that 1-4, but it does put him into the Fan of Knives / just a weapon strike damage from the Rogue. Othering Farseer the card to come into Seal Husband or mouzmouz's hand here.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, mouzmouz took the first game against this Hunter of VitalSynthax. However, this game's looking a little bit more
There's the Fan of Knives.
favourable. And now this does open up the play for the... Yeah. I see it now. He's going to hit the 5-4 and then go... My Lothab's a little bit more powerful right now. I'm going to hit you in the face with it. And there's not much that can... Well, I suppose a Brawl could work here a little bit, but he doesn't want to play it, and he doesn't have the mana to. Okay, then. Oh, that backstab's a pretty good play for him. I wouldn't be too surprised to see a sprint, though. Even a sap.
Yeah.
A sap could be very strong right now.
Just sap it back into his hand and... Sorry.
Yep.
He could also backstab it and then hit it with the weapon. And deal another 8 damage to face.
He could do, but I quite like the idea of keeping the weapon at the moment. I suppose he could just do that, though. I think my first port of call here would be the sprint, and then the sap, if there's nothing better to hit it with.
The thing is, he knows what's in his deck, and we don't. Like, we could have a good guess, but
We can take a very educated guess.
at the same time, we still don't know exactly what he's got.
Very true.
He's going to take another 8 damage to face.
I think it's going to take 12. No? Okay, I thought there might have been the other 4 there, and then the new weapon coming into play, but it's not that.
That shield slam is going to prove almost useless.
It is indeed at the moment.
Yep.
And it's going to be another the same sludge belcher coming down onto the board now.
Wonder if he's... No, I thought he might have been contemplating playing the Brawl, but...
Well, he could play the Brawl now.
He
But-
could have played it when there was nothing,
Ooh.
but he didn't have anything on the board.
Okay, so that shield slam is going to work out, but he is going to take another 8 damage to face.
He's not.
Well, when he hit it, he did. He hit
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So, you got backstab into Blade Flurry, which then lets the 3-3 trade into the 1-2, but I think you should sprint first. Because you can always make that play anyway.
Yeah.
Just click Brave Sprint. Eviscerate's a very strong card. Thorison's going to make everything good. Another Royal and another Eviscerate. Holy cow.
I think
Next
he wants him to
turn.
eviscerate.
Next turn, they could well be... Ooh. They could well be lethal.
What are you doing?
Didn't mean to do that. Jesus Christ.
4, 5, 6, 7.
I was embarrassed.
15, 18.
Not squeaked like that for about 15 years.
I can see 18 damage.
Next turn, possibly. But I think he's probably going into the backstab and then into the trade. And then he's probably... Oh, for God's sake, don't do that again. Yeah, no. Oh, okay.
he's gonna eviscerate it.
Okay, I see what he's doing. Yeah, he's just trying to conserve the weapon.
Yep.
I would even be close to tempted to just hitting the face there. Because then
Boomy,
you could-
boomy, boomy.
Ah.
Hang
It
on,
does
then.
make the sharp sword tink... no, it doesn't make it any different, actually. Okay, so... He's gonna let it burn. So that takes away 3 damage.
Even the rocket's terrified of that.
It is.
The rocket's just taken off because Barangeddon decided he was going to show up.
That's what I'm working with. Okay, so... Blood Mage Thalnos into double eviscerate is 10 damage. Into a Tinker's Sharp Sword Oil. Into a Blade Flurry is 8 damage. So that's 18 damage. That puts VitalSynthax down to 3. That's why I would have liked to have seen the new weapon that last turn, because then this turn he could have also have done 4 damage last turn and then made a new weapon this turn to hit with it this turn and also to Blade Flurry with it. But we'll wait and see.
Emperor Thorison's coming down, maybe? No?
The thing is,
he could combo a lot easier after the next turn.
even if it's just one turn, I think he's thinking, he's saying,
Yeah.
okay, if it's one turn, it's worth it. But the thing is, if a top deck here comes out as a Cruel Taskmaster for VitalSynthax, oh, okay, that's a good play. He's going to play
Yeah.
the Eviscerate. I was going to say, because otherwise, if this is a Cruel Taskmaster right now, that was the best play we've probably seen all day here. Because that would have meant lethal. Death's Bite, so it would have been 2-turn lethal. But the only thing here is that mouzmouz needs to do it in 1 turn, because that Alexstrasza will probably be used onto VitalSynthax himself if he gets the opportunity to.
Yeah.
And again, though, there's no attack with that weapon. I really think that there should have been an attack with that weapon so that he could then attack with the weapon next turn and also to Blade Flurry it.
There's got to be a combination of lethal in there somewhere.
Okay, so the Fan of Knives draws him a card. He then plays Tinker's Sharp Sword Oil, which does 6 extra damage. So he has 6 plus 4 is 10. He's a little bit off lethal. Well, actually, no, hang on. Blade Flurry gives him an extra 1 damage. So he's got 4 plus
Yeah, and he could-
5, 10 plus 6.
If you Fan of Knives into
plus
Tinker's
1.
8.
He's a little bit off lethal. I think he's got 17 or 18 damage here. Because the Blade Flurry is affected by the +1 spell power.
I think he's going to be about 2 damage off.
Yeah, he needs to sprint. Well, he doesn't need to sprint, but he should sprint. Azure Drake. Violet Teacher as well here. Preparation? No lethal. Never mind. There we go.
No,
Now we
it's
see
gonna
that
put
play, and we
damage
also
down.
see the heal. Very, very strong plays here with the rogue from mouzmouz.
Yeah, that's game next time. He's hovering over Brawl so hard. He'd hovered over it for a while. It became a point where I thought I'd left my mouse resting on it. But no.
A little bit embarrassing for you there. Okay. So, VitalSynthax knows that whatever happens here, his opponent is going to be close to lethal. Especially with that second Emperor Thorison turn there for him. Now, what I would imagine will be the play here will be, yep, that hitting there, and then him Alexstrasza-ing himself. Now, this gives a 1-turn chance for mouzmouz to win this. Does he have the lethal? You'll see an Azure Drake. Well, actually, no. We should see the Tinker Sharp Sword all come out first, which will probably mean it has to be played after something like the Backstab, or even the Preparation, because he wants to have the Tinker Sharp Sword Oil going down onto a minion which can be used this turn. So he has 6 damage, 7 damage from the Tinker Sharp Sword Oil. He has an extra 3, and
I don't think he's got enough.
he's not got lethal. So he has to take out the 8/8. We know that. He doesn't.
Are you gonna Tinkers?
So he's going to Alex Strasser and hope for something else.
You mean
Almost out
Azure
of
Drake?
cards.
Oh, now is this lethal? It is lethal.
Well played.
Yep.
I don't know how I missed that. No idea.
Beautiful.
Excellent play. Didn't even see it.
And that is mouzmouz
Mouzmouz
going through
It's
to
in
the
the final.
to face
Ladies and gentlemen.
FatalWombat.
FatalWombat versus mouzmouz.
And FatalWombat stayed on the top of the draw the entire time.
He has. He's been from the top. Started from the bottom. No, sorry, he started at the top and now he's still at the top.
Yep, still there, and he's
But
going
will
to the
he
final.
finish on top, ladies and gentlemen? That is what we're about to find out. It is the final. How do we know that FatalWombat won? Oh yeah, there. Sorry, my bracket didn't fully update.
It's not
So it's
updated,
gonna-
it's just 2-0 up.
Yep.
You want to 2-0.
FatalWombat has beaten MaynardTcoX. Well played to Maynard. Very, very close. And also the same to be said to VitalSynthax. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the finals. This is the first finals we've ever actually got to commentate on.
Yeah, I know. That last couple of rounds have passed very quickly.
They have indeed. It's been really nice. We've managed to keep this all going very, very smoothly tonight, guys. I really want to just say thank you.
Smoothly.
About as smooth as a rock.
Yeah.
I really want to say thank you to the players for keeping it so tight today. They managed to, basically sandwich us onto a schedule which almost perfectly worked out, I would say. As
Very
close as it
close,
can do.
yeah.
And I have to say, I've really enjoyed doing this. So, we will definitely be doing it again next week. So if you want to hit a follow button right now under the stream, then you can follow Syndical-Gaming. And you can watch
no.
next week's. Or
Camera's backwards. It's down there. No, wrong way. Yep.
I'm getting excited. It's finals time.
Best of 5.
So yeah, best of 5, finals time. So we know that mouzmouz plays Druid and he plays Warrior, both control. Meanwhile, we know that FatalWombat plays Hunter, Warlock, Zoolock, I think it is.
Your memory's better than mine. Leave to...
And maybe a Patron Warrior. Maybe. So, we'll see how this lines up. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the final, and we'll hopefully be going into it very, very shortly.
That last game was good.
It was,
I
wasn't it?
wasn't expecting a 2-0, I'm not gonna lie. But it happened. I think... I don't really know what I think. The Blade Flurry, the Tinker Sharp Sword, still can't say it. And into the Blade Flurry works so well. I mean, I've had it comboed against me online already, and I've probably only played about 30 games. So
Yeah.
it does show. I've probably played a few more than that, but it does show how effective it is. But at the same time, you've got to be able to have a powerful weapon. To combo all the way up, to get as much damage as you can on it, and then bye weapon. It's be easy to misplay, I think.
It's very easy to misplay, and it's very easy to miss lethal in any deck, and especially these decks where it involves so much combo work and combo play. And I mean, big props to all of the players that have come out today and shown us.
I mean,
very
big props, full stop.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't think anyone, that we've seen humiliated themselves. Everyone's
Not
put
at
up
all.
a good fight.
It's been shown in the fact there's been so many 2-1s. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
and
not
even the 2-0s, it's been very close both fights. Like that last match,
Yeah,
it could have
that
gone
last
either
match.
way.
It could
both
have. I mean, it was one turn off of lethal VitalSynthax.
Exactly.
So, again, very, very close stuff here in Syndical-Gaming's Mega Monday Conquest #1. Trying to slip that in everywhere I can today. It's kind of weird.
There is a Friday Night Cup though, isn't there, this week?
There is indeed a Friday Night Cup, and you'll see me in it, hopefully.
I see what I'm doing.
Okay.
I might join. I might join. And I might just stream my
you should do
perspective.
it. You should do it.
Easy win for whoever draws me, so...
Yeah, it's a really good idea. But,
I've got 4 days to prepare.
Prepare.
If I do stream, it'll be on my personal channel. If you just follow me on Twitter, it's been linked in the chat a couple of times. I'm going to link it right now, so 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, so looks for 10 minutes ago. We have both of our Twitters.
Yeah, they're both there. But follow us both. I think you'll probably stream on your personal one.
Oh yeah, I stream on my personal one quite often.
Yeah, and well, this is on Friday night. I'll be streaming on mine. And it'll just be our perspectives this time. It won't be a... So expect, basically, tune in on mine for 10 minutes. And then when I'm out, don't go to Wes because he'll be out as well.
Screw you!
You might as well go to one of the big streamers.
Yeah, just don't watch us. You only watch, like, we can cast, we can slate people, we can sit back here in our armchairs, you know, well, we don't sit in armchairs. We're not that luxury. You know, we can sit here and we can just criticise people, but we can't actually play the game. You know, we suck.
Speak for yourself.
We suck.
I'm looking forward to that. It'll be my first, like, actual tournament, so...
Indeed. And if you guys want to join along, you can head over now to Syndical-Gaming.com.
That is down there. Like, directly below my picture. No, wrong way. Yep. And also, there's links... Well, there's not links, but there's... You can see as you go along, there's Twitter. This is mirrored, so it's really difficult. And then Facebook. And then all over there is YouTube. So, yeah.
Indeed.
And that's where you can follow Syndical-Gaming, I guess.
Yep, we are going to be a team up and coming. You're going to see us on your feeds very often, and you're going to see loads more competitions from us, hopefully. These tournaments have been... That's 20p. These tournaments are going to be, hopefully, running very, very often. We've got 2 now a week, and, you know, it's great. I love running the tournaments. I know that all of the staff at Syndical-Gaming are so, you know, they're not happy right before the tournament when, you know, they're stressed up to the eyeballs and stuff.
Panicking because the bracket won't generate.
Yep.
Quick! Oh no, the site's died!
Spam all the buttons!
Yeah, that's basically what I thought Basic was doing earlier when he was trying to do it. Just hands on keyboard.
But, anyway, yeah, but really, guys, we love all of you out there to join our cups.
Well, I thought you were just leaving it at we love all of you.
That includes you. But, you know, there is only 64 spaces at the moment. You'll have to bear with us for now. But, you know, if you guys get to the stage where you're sort of saying, okay, we're peaking at 64 here, we might have to, you know, do something about that, you know? So try and get as many as you can on these Monday night, on the Friday nights. You know, you join for free, you sit around, you play Hearthstone, except you're not just doing it on ladder against Cancerous Hunter, etc. You're doing it in a tournament against Cancerous Hunter, etc. And, you know, we get to just, you know, chill. You get to be on stream, possibly.
You can always hang out in the TeamSpeak as well.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have a final to go into. FatalWombat against mouzmouz. FatalWombat comes so much more easily off of the tongue than mouzmouz. Mouzmouz just sounds like the sort of noise you make when there's a mosquito going around your room. No offense. They are preparing.
Yeah, they're very close. Just if they're watching, congratulations both of you on getting to the final. It's not an easy feat at all, especially I think both of them started without buys. I know FatalWombat did.
FatalWombat didn't.
Oh, mouzmouz did have a buy in the first round, so he did. But still, it's no mean feat.
No, definitely not.
I'm just going to recap their.
Interestingly enough, you do that actually, because there was something I did want to point out. So go ahead.
FatalWombat beat a JJ 2-1. Then he beat Erossi 2-0. Following that, he beat Razword 2-1. Then Upvoter 2-1. And then FatalWombat beat MaynardTcoX 2-0. So it's a bit of a mix there, And then, meanwhile, mouzmouz had a bye the first round, beat No Idea 2-1, beat Thornstaff 2-1, then beat Little Jens 2-0, and then we just seen him beat VitalSynthax 2-0. So
Yep.
it looks like he's coming stronger through the tournament at the moment.
Indeed, and we've seen 2-2-0s from both players, and then the rest have been 2-1s. As you say, you know, both players came through those games looking very solid, but at the same time, it was only 2-1s. And now suddenly, it's like, okay, we're going to 2-0 in the semi-finals, and we're going to set up a cracking best of 3 for all the ladies and gentlemen at home watching Syndical-Gaming. I love it.
Indeed. I don't know how long it takes to prepare, but hopefully,
Hopefully not long.
hopefully soon there will be a match to jump into.
We do hope so. Indeed.
And there we go, boys and girls.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's MaynardTcoX
No, it's not.
against...
You lied. It's mouzmouz against FatalWombat.
Tired.
Tired.
So
Right,
we
I
see-
have managed to put mouzmouz on the right side. That took some skill. She got reset score to 0.
And he'll be going up against FatalWombat. So it is a druid against a hunter. We see the mid-range hunter against the druid. And we see a fairly good start here for both sides, but FatalWombat seemed there to hold on to a 6-drop and a 7-drop. But that may have just been the way that my computer showed that. We're going to see a
Again, I don't
coin
think we
here.
get in quick enough to see the mulligans properly.
I think that's right. A coin into the Haunted Creeper here for FatalWombat. I think I prefer it into the Mad Scientist, but, you know. He's in the final. I've never made a final, so...
Well, there's the wild growth. Puts him ahead on mana already.
That means it is
There's
4-drop.
scientist. He
Is
played the
immediate.
scientist before his draw then on my screen. I don't know if he actually did that, but that's always a
It's
dodgy
impossible
play.
to, but
No, it was almost at the same time. The card got shown and he's already bang, go. So either he made his mind up quick, or he's just very... I don't know.
we'll see. But Keeper of the Grove here is probably going to be the best play for mouzmouz. I would say that silencing the 2-2 here is more than likely going to be the play. I mean, in this matchup, it's very, very draw dependent, which I've said a few times now, but I mean, for the Druid, you basically need, well, actually, pretty much mouzmouz's hand right now. You've got the removal of swipe, you've got the silence or 2 damage of the Keeper of the Grove, you've got that deadly force of the Druid of the Claw, and you've also got Sylvanas just in case, you know, things hit the fan. And Shade of Naxxramas is always nice. If you can find a turn where you can just, you know, nip that out and do something else as well, then he's going to be well ahead of the game here. Whilst FatalWombat, you know, with this Hunter deck, is mid-range, but he does play, I think, 2 Defender of Argus we saw. So there is a lot of sort of payback to the, or I guess you could call it homage to the Druid here with a heck of a lot of taunts. But I believe this is just the Druid with only the Druid of the Claw taunt. Or he may have a Sludge Belcher. I don't recall. And an Ancient of Law there. Perfect curve being set up right now for sealhusband or mouzmouz. And what I'd like to see here from him is the Druid of the Claw taunt. And then, well, actually, there is always the play of trading the 2-4 into the 1-2 and swiping. But I think the Druid of the Claw taunt is the far better play here. It keeps, you know, a lot of damage out. Although the kill command is there right now, and that is going to be traded, but that is a little bit of burst out of the hand now, a FatalWombat. This is going to be interesting. What's he going to pull out of the web spinner? It's an angry chicken! I don't know how to make a chicken noise. So, the interesting thing is, he has a Defender of Argus, so there could be just 1 damage done to that angry chicken. Get ready. Things are about to get bucking mad. So we see now Sylvanas Windrunner, quite possibly the play here. We shall wait and see. It is indeed. Obviously he doesn't want to steal the spider. We're probably going to see an angry chicken into a Defender of Argus here to set up the curve really, really nicely here for the 6-drop and the 7-drop. However, there is a Loatheb and there is a Piloted Shredder. So, I mean, I would not be too surprised here if we saw a Wrath for 1 going down onto the spider, and then we could well see a swipe. Well, we'll probably see the hero power into the innovate swipe if we did see that. I mean, looking at it now, an Ancient of Law isn't that bad a play, but we'll wait and see. I mean, you'd have to hero power first into the 2/2 if he wanted to make that play. However, he could just play the Sylvanas into the 2/2 and then hero power into the 2/1 before making the swipe onto the Defender of Argus body. So the Ancient of Law being hovered here, and it is indeed the 5/5. Drawing the 2 cards, it's another swipe and another Ancient of Law. So we're playing. What's the game? What's that game? Snap. We're playing Snap. That's the one. Playing Snap. So we see a Cult Master here from FatalWombat. We've not actually seen that from him yet, so that is something a little bit different. And then we could see the 2/3. Yep, the 2/3 is traded. Picks up one of the 1/1s. Okay, so it's not the Cult Master that's drawn. So he draws another card, and it's the Ragnaros that comes out of the deck of FatalWombat here. Now, very interesting couple of turns coming up here. I quite like swiping the face and hero powering the 4/2, or just even trading the 1/1 in. In fact, the 1/1 into the 4/2 and then swiping face and then hitting for 5 damage, and then piloted Shredder. It's a really, really strong play here for mouzmouz. The Wrath play is another possibility. He could Wrath for 1 and then play the swipe play, or he could just not go for the swipe play at all. But it looks like he is going for that swipe.
There's a swipe.
It innovates now into the piloted Shredder. You're using up the innovate there. That's why I think I did prefer the trading the 1/1 in. But he does keep that on the board, and the Hunter now down to 18.
As you always tell me though, that's infinity damage, effectively.
It is. It is indeed.
So it is always good to keep that on the board.
They're so cute when they learn. So we're gonna see.
Oh, he's played backwards there.
Whoa,
He was meant to knife juggler into Lothar, but I think he's feeling it a little bit.
Not the pressure, ladies and gentlemen. Now, he can't. Well, he could still use the swipe. He could swipe the 3/2 and then trade the 4/3 in, and he's guaranteed to have 3 minions on the board. But whether or not he wants to hold out for that swipe to gain its actual value, wait and see. I mean, he could just swipe the face and trade the 1/1 and the 4/3 in, and then hit with 5 to face. But again, as we were saying, infinite damage is infinite damage. We'll wait and see what comes out of the Shredder here. It could be something silly like a Doomsayer.
It could be that awful thing.
Cruel Taskmaster. Now, I would be very surprised if we don't see the swipe now. Although hero powering, he
Trade
takes
the
4 damage.
1/1 into knife juggler and swipe face.
Yeah, that was the play I was talking about.
Yeah.
Possibly. It means
You could always 1/1 the Lothar and just not worry about the knife juggler for now. Or try to 5/5 into even. There you go.
he could do that, yep. I know he's going to oh no, he's not going to Naxxramas, he's going to Ancient of Law.
Draw
He's
2
left it a
cards.
little bit late here, so we may just have to hero power so that he doesn't run out of time. Oh, I thought he was going to draw into the combo then, I was going to say. Holy macaroni. Not quite, though. So he's just keeping this constant board dominance, just going and going and going. And now we're going to see a possible freezing trap played, but it's going to be a Ragnaros surely here.
He pulled it out and he's put it back. Can you pull out Dr. Boom and put it back? And it's going to be Boom, I think.
Oh. However, there is lethal right now in the hand of mouzmouz. He's going to take a 1-0 lead.
Yep. Hero power, hit, and Savage Roy your 3 boys.
Indeed, indeed. In fact, is Savage Roy on its own lethal? It is.
Oh yes, I forgot it gives you 2 damage.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Savage
need to
Roy on
work
its
out.
own is too lethal. He might want to just leave that swipe in hand.
Why?
Just because he doesn't... Well,
You
There's
don't
no
want to
point-
play it.
A, there's
There's
no
no
point
need
in
to play
using it. Yeah, I know, but A, there's no point
Have
in
you
using
not
it.
seen
B,
the lethal? I thought he'd played that onto Dr. Boom then.
No, no. So then, ladies and gentlemen, that is mouzmouz taking game 1. That is 3 games in a row that we've seen him win. He's on a bit of a roll. He's on a bit of a hot streak, actually, isn't he, right now?
Yeah, he hasn't lost in a few now.
We obviously don't know when he lost his game against Thornstaff, but he has definitely won at least 5 games in a row right now. So, well, in
6.
fact, 6 games in a row.
At least
Yeah,
6.
at least 6 games in a row. So we're going to be heading in here with his rogue against the hunter. Now, this is going to be a really tricky matchup for him. If the hunter gets too much burst in, then it's game over before the rogue can even throw her knife.
You've
Wait
got a
and
lovely
see.
curve there. Admittedly, the Eagle Hawk bow might not be what you want at turn 3, but
Well, I would take it against
personally I would as well.
against a rogue, especially. What's the worst they're going to play? You know, SI7 agent. Okay, well, I'm not too bothered about that. So we'll wait and see. I mean, okay, the Stealthy Deckhand is a reasonable play, I suppose. So he's gonna.
A
Oh.
web spinner into him.
Oh, sorry. No. I completely screwed that up. For some reason, I thought the Stealthy Deckhand just had charge, but it's only when a weapon's in hand.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to see a weapon now, and it's going to go into the web spinner. I don't know why the web spinner was played there, to be honest. It was a bit of an obvious play, unless he just wants.
He wanted
That.
to see what he got, and he got a blood from Raptor, so...
He did. He could well coin into the weapon. Well, I'd rather see the either the Raptor or the freezing trap played here. But I wouldn't like to see the freezing trap played. Because you don't want that 2-1 going back. Because it's going to have charge whenever you face it. It's going to go for the weapon. And I would assume he's going to trade this. He is indeed. So already now, mouzmouz is saying, okay, this isn't Face Hunter, he's just traded. So we're going to see a Fan of Knives possibly onto a blank board here. It's a common play, but I don't think I like it
It's
against
just
the
for
Hunter.
the draw.
Yep, but I don't think I like it against Hunter. Especially when you draw out of that was an Azure Drake, that's going to be a little bit painful.
Blood from Raptor,
Raptor?
and...
Not particularly too much here in play.
Not a lot going on.
There's not. There's a... Like, FatalWombat's hand right now is stagnant. Everything in his hand is just saying, you can play me, but just not yet. And the double sprint in the hands of mouzmouz here is very tricky. I mean, what he's going to be hoping for is a preparation. If he gets the prep sprint, then, you know, he's going to be hella happy. But until then, he's going to be struggling a little bit. Freezing Trap played onto the Hunter from FatalWombat, and he's just going to ping face. Probably next time's going to be either a Loatheb or a Sludge Belcher. I'd like to see the Sludge Belcher because of the Loatheb's excellence against the spells. So he's going to check for explosive. Finds out it's freezing or snakes. And it's probably going to be the Azure Drake. Indeed he does. And now there are 2 buffs for spells in the hand of mouzmouz. And quite a lot of burst now as well in the hand.
Coming out.
I mean, I do prefer the Sludge Belcher. Because that Loatheb...
He ensured that... he expected almost that he'd have a lot of spells in his hand. And just made sure he couldn't get him down this turn.
I suppose so.
He's going to be a counter Loatheb, which he doesn't know, but he's not actually going to do anything.
Well, I mean, you can't guarantee that anything amazing is going to happen from your Loatheb against a Hunter.
No, it's always
The
a chance.
thing is, you get a 5/5 on the board, which is possibly going to either trade for his 5/5 or it's going to trade for a high main. So we'll wait and see here. He's not going to use his weapon. Another freezing trap now for FatalWombat. He can't at the moment.
Loatheb has come into play now.
Now he could see Knife Juggler into a taunt here, which is what we're going to see. A trade into the 5/5. Good
It's going to survive. The Loatheb's going to survive. And 3 damage to face. I'm not sure what I think of that.
Well,
This hunter's already shown though he likes clearing boards. So I
he
think
does,
that
and
3
he's
damage would have been better doing that.
Well, he still has to beat him down at the end of the day, and he doesn't want it. He knows that the AoE potential of a rogue is going to be massive towards the mid to late game, and so he just wants to get down as much board control and damage to face as is possible. And whilst there's nothing going down to the rogue's face, such as if he hadn't have hit there for 3, you know, it's kind of like wasted damage, I suppose you could say.
Right, there's bye-bye to Mr. Juggly
Knife
Jug.
Juggler and the Lotheb, sorry.
Yep. See, now I wouldn't be surprised to use face to clear, yep. Number 2 to face with a Sludge Belcher and another
Mad
2 to face.
Scientist.
No,
Okay.
Mad Scientist. I was expecting the Sludge Belcher and Hero Power there, but Mad Scientist is also a good play. I suppose he knows what's in his deck. He knows what traps he can pull out. Chances are it's going to be a snake trap.
Mm-hmm.
Don't often, with the amount of animals and stuff he's got, you don't often see them comboed with explosive traps. Well, I haven't at least.
It's not an aggressive enough deck, I think, to run the explosive trap.
No.
FatalWombat. So we see the sap onto the Sludge Belcher. That's going to put off the Hunter's Curve a little bit. But... okay, so the silence now down onto Thorison.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
And a
You were good while you were
Houndmaster
there.
coming down onto the Owl to make it a 4-3. And 2 to face and a ping. So now this is FatalWombat basically saying, you're mid-game, you need to play it now, or you're dead.
Mhm.
That's a direct threat. Now the thing is, even if he Azure Drakes here and picks out a Blade Flurry, he still can't play that.
So many options.
In fact, I'm fairly sure that there's no way of avoiding death fairly soon for
He can play
mouzmouz.
a 5/5 into the Owl.
He's then got 8 damage, including the... then he
Yeah.
can't play anything really. If he plays more than one minion, then the Unleash the Hounds is
Yep.
lethal. He has to probably
It's almost
think
tempting
about
to
playing around
sprint before you do anything. But then you've got yourself with 3 mana.
Choose soon.
it. Yeah, you have 3 mana to answer. And I mean, it's too late now to sprint, surely. No, I don't like that. It's far too late. But he's managed to put out an Eviscerate here. That could well keep him in the game. He's got to Eviscerate
prep.
now.
It's got a Eviscerate.
4-3
There you
into
go.
either of the 4-3s. And now, this could well be the Rogue's turning point. He manages to get the Thalnos down. But,
And he's
to be honest-
coming into play, and he's
Yep.
going to take out the 5/1 and the 1/1, presumably.
you betcha. I wasn't too sure on that Thalnos play
Preparation.
there. Double prep in the hand. But
You
the
get a
face
free
ain't
sprint.
listening. Okay, so he has to here. Prep. He has to dagger, 2 mana. Prep into Tinkers, which is an extra mana. Azure Drake for 5. Blade Flurry. And then prep into Fan of Knives to clear the board. That was a lot of maths. Just want to say shout out to myself for that one. Okay, so
Usually
he's
Drake.
gonna make the play. Okay, he's gonna stab.
Sap instead. An SI agent, the Mad Scientist. Not a bad play.
It was a lot less maths than my one,
Mhm.
I have to say.
And he gets nothing. Well then,
No more traps apart from the freedom trap in his hand.
yeah. It's just weird to me because
Is there lethal here then? He has the weapon. He can then add an extra 3. Sorry, he has 7 damage. Plus 3 plus 3 is 13. Plus 3 is 16. I don't know here. Don't quote me on anything.
7, 6, 9.
Well played.
Yep.
Lethal. Ladies and gentlemen,
Attack and
two
Blade
nothing.
Flurry.
into
Bang!
mouzmouz. Well, that game again. Oh, way too much for my head. Way too much for my head.
That is madness. This guy's won 7 in a row.
Yeah, possibly
At
8.
least, yeah.
Possibly
8, probably not. Possibly 8 games in a row.
So,
Someone needs to show him how to stop. Can it be FatalWombat? Can he pull one back? If he pulls one back, he gives himself every opportunity then. But at 2-0, you've got to see it in the way of tennis eyes. It's 3 match points. He can lose 2 and still win it easy.
Yep.
Like, he's got 3 single chances to win it now.
So this leaves one deck left now, which we know to be the warrior for mouzmouz. Is that correct?
Don't ask me.
Did he win with the druid first game, or did he win with the warrior?
He won with something.
Thank you. I didn't realise that.
Yeah.
I think it was the druid. Yes, it was the druid. And so he's got the warrior left, and that's going to be having. Oh, and FatalWombat's got to play 2 aggro decks into a warrior. This is going to be really. Oh, he's gone for a mage. Okay, now if this is a mage, oh, that
it is.
First hand.
It is.
And it's so
Let's
quick against FatalWombat's hand, and FatalWombat just managed to throw away some cards, and suddenly it's like, I'm going to be keeping up with you today, Sonny Jim.
I think he got very lucky with that one.
He threw away his whole hand and managed to
Turn
get
1 web spinner, turn 2 knife juggler. Turn 3 probably eagle horn bow. Meanwhile, mouzmouz has 4 2-mana costs. Nice.
Yep.
He's
Doesn't
going
wanna
to
be playing poker
to
with
knife
that.
juggler first game.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie, I didn't see that happening. But it's definitely a possibility. Mad scientist coming out here. Probably summon a counter spell or something similar. Provided it's killed, obviously. The web spinner, or I'd go for the haunted creeper myself. Because then if it dies,
You get the 2 knives.
yeah. The chances are he's going to trade the.
Oh, that knife. Doesn't really matter though, because that's
Yeah, he's going to trade into the knife juggler, so he's not going to get the 2 knives.
coming out as well.
Met Mage gets a cheap gnome chugger.
There's not much going here on
Another haunted creeper and an eagle horn bow.
bow.
Oh, what spell did this summon? A mirror entity. So he's looking probably at a piloted shredder next turn.
Now this Goblin Blast Mage, does he have the stones? Trade the 2/3 into the 1/2 and then Blast Mage.
And do 4 damage to face.
Probably.
Definitely. Oh no.
No, if he takes the 2/3 into the 1/2.
Oh, chances are the 2/1/1s will go. I think he's
thing
seen
is,
it. I
yes.
think he's seen it.
Yeah, he will have seen it. It's just he's probably debating whether or not it's a good idea, because if that doesn't work out and one of the 1/1 survives, that Blast Mage could get taken out by the weapon and a 1/1. However, that's pretty
There we go.
dangerous.
How's your RNG?
First 2 hits here.
Low Theb coming inside. That's not going to do anything for the foreseeable.
For at
Piloted
least,
shredder. Oh, he's going to web spinner, which means he's going to put himself a web spinner too.
Okay. Now that web spinner can just be dealt with a simple ping, and that's pretty much all that mouzmouz can do here.
It's almost tempted to trade them. Because you will obviously get a beast in your hand, and you got to just hope that yours is better than theirs. Oh
So
god. He's going to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, he does do that.
So it's
Hungry
Hungry
Crab.
Crab and Hungry
Oh, if that was the
Hungry
other way
Buzzard,
around,
the
that could have been
starving one.
very big. Stealthing Buzzard on the Fatal Wombat side would have been very big, but Hungry Crab here, unless one of the
Hello.
pirated shredders brings out a Murloc, that Hungry Crab is going to be useless.
Yep.
I would like to. I am tempted this season. If I sort of get higher up the ladder, I will probably try and play some Murlocs. I used to love them.
You troll.
Ah, it's not even a troll deck. It's a fun deck.
So he's gonna unleash the hounds.
I
Or is
think
he
he's
gonna
gonna
load
unleash
them? I
anything.
think he's scared of potential
Fires.
fireball, fire,
5, 6, 7,
fireball and a
8,
frostbolt.
and a ping.
That'd be 9,
Flashing out.
10,
and
11, 12, 13,
wouldn't be quite
18. It
lethal.
would be 1 off. The next turn it would take as a ping. I think personally, mouzmouz has this wrapped up.
Near enough. As near as makes no difference right now. However, he's scared of the Unleash the Hounds. Or not. Does he
Should we trade
to
the 5/4 into the Lothab, I think? Oh no, he's just
No.
gonna put a lot of damage to face.
It's nearly over. He's got 6 burst in his hand, plus the 7 from the ping. He just needs 4 damage to survive.
Yep.
I think this is it, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. All the hounds. There's one gone. There's
I
2
think-
gone.
I think, Ryan, we just found out who let the dogs out.
I think it was FatalWombat.
Who?
Who?
Actually,
Matt, I think he's just saved himself.
he's 1 damage off lethal.
He's gonna play the Hungry Crab, boys.
He's 1 damage off of lethal.
That's game changer. That Hungry Crab.
You can reversing switch his 2/3, so it becomes a 3/2 and deal the 3 plus
He
6
has
plus
to
9
trade.
plus
There,
1 is
he's
10.
hovering on it. He's hovering
1
on the
more
trade.
damage.
There it is.
Freezing trap, that changes things. Now, if this is a fireball, it's not quite lethal.
He's got a nice little clockwork gnome.
Oh man, this
Right,
is
so
so
that's going to
tense.
return to his hand.
Now, there is a Defender of Argus now as well, though, in Fatal Wombat's hand, and that Defender of Argus could come down onto the Pirated Shredder, which means that a Frostbolt would have to be used as well as a ping to that taunted. Oh no, sorry, it can't be played. Sorry, I misread the
Ping
six.
into face. He knows the
No,
next turn, if that 4 damage stays.
You can feel the greed, you can smell it almost. So there is lethal this turn.
The boom, I
Next
feel,
turn.
is going to come out. Yep.
That's
He's
lost
played
in the game.
instantly. Yeah.
That has lost him the game.
You're
He
going to
had
trade
to
the
play
1-1
Defender-
into the 2-1, I think.
Doesn't matter. You reversing switch to 3/2. That's 3 damage, plus the ping, plus the 3, plus the 3.
Yep.
Exactly 10.
That's game.
Exactly lethal. Ladies and gentlemen, mouzmouz.
No, what is he doing?
Please realise.
Dude, please see it.
Oh,
There we go.
Mouzmouz.
mouzmouz is going to win this 3-0.
ladies and gentlemen, your
It's over.
Mega Monday Conquest #1 winner is mouzmouz. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game. What an evening.
GG.
Day.
That guy just won 8 in a row. 8 single rounds in a row. Maybe 9.
Amazing.
Incredible.
Fantastic play. GG's all round. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for coming along today.
Hang on, we're going to change to our faces. There we go.
I've had a great evening. I hope you all have too. I hope you have too, Ryan.
I definitely have.
You've
Some
learnt a lot.
fantastic players here, and I've definitely learned a lot.
He's going to be playing all night now. Come back tomorrow, he's going to be sitting there shivering, all white and pale, like, oh,
A
my.
bit like how white my skin's gone from these screens.
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I have to head off now anyway. My parents have just gone to bed. It's like 10 o'clock. They were like, it's 10:30. No, it's not. It's not even 10 o'clock. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, away from my parents. I'd
Thank
like
you
to
very
thank
much for watching.
you all for watching. Thank Ryan for commentating with me today. And
That's the wrong way, but you know. I get it.
What?
You pointed right on my screen. Yeah, it's that
Ryan
way.
for
I'm through
commentating-
your window. And you're that way.
Thank Ryan for commentating with me, and again for the staff. For putting
Uh,
up with
I
us.
try to quickly point out the next stream will be better. I mean, all my settings got reset and I didn't realise, so
Yeah.
I'll sort it out for next time.
New stream.
But thank you very much for watching.
Thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
Yeah.